Good counter. I'm your host, Roddy Too Good. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. We got Friday Night SmackDown, man. Let's go. Listen, man. Listen. A lot of interesting things happened tonight. But a lot of interesting things happened, but it was one major takeaway I got from tonight. And let me just go through. So Paul Heyman, he started off the night, you know what I'm saying? He came in, hyped up the crowd, his man's the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, got the Ulafala back. So he wanted to speak to one person in particular. Who was that person? Cody Rhodes. For what reason? We will find out shortly. So he wanted to say that Cody Rhodes has earned Roman Reigns' respect. Like what? Okay, nigga, like you supposed. See, this is what I be talking about, bro. Like really, they really be treating Cody Rhodes like he's some little dude. Yo, oh my God, Cody, you did so great today, Cody Rhodes. Like it's just so weird, bro. But he said that with him getting his Ulafala back and being a tribal chief, that he wants his belt back. And he told him how he was going to do it. He said, "This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler." So he's guaranteeing this. He will be entering 2025's Royal Rumble. Not gonna lie, man. This is going to be a pretty stacked Royal Rumble this year. You got Cena. You got most likely Seth. Most likely CM Punk. Now Roman Reigns. Like yo, I don't really see how much like this is a star packed Royal Rumble this year, man. So after that, he hits him with the famous line. So Cody, what do you want to talk about? Before Cody could even say anything, Kevin Owens came out bashing him. He's like, "Yo, you know what I want to talk about? Why are you like? I ain't gonna hold you, man. Kevin Owens is right, man. Why are you shaking hands with Rock? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Why didn't you just let Roman Reigns just lose his Ulafala? Why did like he's like, see, now that he got it back, now he's coming for your belt. Like what's going like, yo, Kevin Owens is definitely on demon time, but he ain't saying complete nonsense, bro. He ain't saying complete nonsense because all this stuff happened. We knew eventually Roman Reigns was going to come back for Cody's belt. We know it. And it's kind of crazy, man. It's going to get wild, man. It's going to get wild. But after that, Cody said it's on site with Kevin Owens every time. So he ran in the crowd before he even said anything. They start fighting. As that was happening, we go back to the ring. We see Jacob Fatu. We see Tamatanga. So they was about to get busy. They was about to jump Paul Heyman, but Jimmy Uso came and saved his life. You know what I'm saying? That it was a whole big brawl. Cody had came back down, helped, and then security had got them up out of there. So we pinned backstage at security trying to kick Jacob Fatu and Tamatanga out. And like he's just like, yo, he's just yelling at this one security guard, wilding on him. And then LA Knight helps him get him out. He's like, yo, he uses inside voice, so I'll put his ass outside. Yeah. Yeah. You know they messed up, right? So we got the first match. We got so that came back to bite LA Knight. So in his match with Shinsuke Nakamura, they had interfered and messed it up. It was a solid match. They had interfered, messed it up, beat him up. He was Jacob Fatu's first real victim this night. And not only that, we had some other matches. We had like Chelsea Green. She defeated Michin to defend her title, her U.S. women's title. That was cool. That was solid. But we had a couple tag team action. We had La Graza. They beat Pretty Deadly and Motor City Machine Guns. They beat A Town Down Under for they will face each other to see who will be the number one contender for the titles, man. The tag titles. Man. Hold on. Let me stop for a second. Where the hell is the Street Profits? Where are they? What's going on, fam? Like I'm thinking like, yo, they're gonna be clearly they're gonna be involved with this story because to why Pretty Deadly and LaGraza are even in this story is because what happened to them. So you would think that they will be tied into this somehow, some way, but I guess not, man. I guess not. But also we had some women contender action, you know what I'm saying? The ladies they came in there, they was arguing, so they made like a fatal four-way match with Naomi, Bianca, Nia Jax, and Bailey. So Bailey, she picked up the victory. She will be the number one contender or for Tiffany Stratton belt, yeah. But all of that is cool. But the major takeaway I got from this episode is that it's time for Jacob Fatu to go solo, man. Now go solo. That's a play on words, but it could mean two ways. Obviously, it's two ways. Go solo, as in it's time for him to be the leader of his own group or whatever. It like go solo, just like how Solo did to Roman Reigns, to where he was a mutiny and then he started his own thing. I think it's time, bro. It's time. This episode's indicated for me. Like Solo wasn't there, but with him losing, him not getting it done, it's time for him to get kicked out. It's time for them, for Jacob Fatu and the Tongans and probably Hikuleo, them to come in and they could form a group around Jacob Fatu. Because Jacob Fatu, he's the man. He's a future star. He's gonna be him. He's gonna be a real threat. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a real threat. Like Solo, who knows what's gonna happen to Solo? Probably with Jacob Fatu and them attacking him. Hopefully that Jimmy and like Jay, Cody or something probably come and try to save him or some Mickey Mouse stuff like that, you know. So, but that's all I want to know. All I need to see is Jacob Fatu is really eliminating Solo from the picture and them starting up their own thing. It's time, man. It's time for Jacob Fatu to be the leader that we all know he is. He's amazing move set wise. He's amazing promo wise. And he's just an all around beast of a person and a threat. So it's just time for him to really flourish for real. You know, it's time for him to really flourish and really be the Samoan werewolf. Now, with that being said, they definitely won't be the bloodline. They probably gonna have to change their name, but I'm all for it, man. I'm all for them changing their name, them being like something totally different from what Solo tried to create. You know what I'm saying? They not really gonna be trying to worried about the bloodline shenanigans. They obviously will always be bloodline. Just because like who their ancestor, well, who they're related to for real. So with that being said, they will always be that. But it's time. It's time. Like I'm gonna be real, and that's probably some. I don't know how they gonna do it. Like I don't know if Jacob Fatu needs to beat Solo in the match. Like fam, we all saw when Solo took over. What was his main line? Losing. It should be a consequence for losing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Solo been losing. Like, the only thing that was keeping him afloat was the Ulafala for real. And not only that, when Solo said, yo, if I lose the Ulafala, you will acknowledge Roman because he is the tribal chief. But Jacob Fatu, him being like just a monster, him and the Tongas, they probably like, fam, we ain't buying, we done bound down to people, bro. It's time for us to really go out by ourselves and wild out on people. So I don't see them ever really bowing down to Roman Reigns and the whole Paul Heyman stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff they did tonight went totally against what Solo was even saying. Like, yo, fam, if I lose and he becomes a tribal chief, y'all have to acknowledge him because that's the rules. So I think Jacob Fatu probably like, man, we ain't doing none of that. It's time for us to take over. But other than that, man, it was a cool night for SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? 3 hours is way too much for this show. Go back to 2 hours, man. Make SmackDown great again. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. We on the road to 200 subscribers, man. Peace, I'm out.